We've seen the Raymond Valgre monument and the Kursal music and concert venue and restaurant and bar. Pleasant place for an older crowd. Here we have the Hedden Spa and Hotel. For a long time, 100 years now, Parnu's been famous for its spa treatments. If you want a mud bath treatment, this is the place to come to. Just remember to bring your bank card. Do not make the mistake of thinking your grandparents or your great-grandparents or your great-great-grandparents did not know how to party, especially when they came to Parnu. Enjoying their long overdue, hard-earned independence, the Estonians flocked here, liberated and feeling free. And some just were desperately in need of that mud bath. Did I say bud bath? I meant to say mud bath treatment. And what's that? Is that a saucy Frenchman with two ladies? Crikey. Those foreign types, eh? Could charm the birds from the trees. Bit of courtship going on. A bit of who knows what's going on there. And a wise man, head of the family, the patriarch. 30 degrees in the shade, but he's keeping his collar and tie firmly in place. You see, Parnu is for everyone. And plenty of tour buses are showing up, it seems. People enjoying the shoulder season. In summer, you'd be seeing a lot of people going around here on bicycles, but no pedal cars, no pedalos, and no go-karts for rent. Not just yet. So here is the you can only eat it in Parnu Stefani pizza again. I didn't know they had a beachside place. I suppose it was open on the weekend and haven't quite cleaned up after themselves, I would guess. We've got a little beach coffee cafe place here. Ranakovic. Sounds like a Slav tennis player, doesn't it? Ranakovic to serve. New balls, please. Here we have a multi-purpose premises. During the summer, on the weekends, Sunset Club is open. A little bit pricey. Can have exclusive concerts, music events. People come down from Tallinn showing their money and their expensive threads. But yeah, so long as you're dressed reasonably and you can afford the price and the price of the drinks and it's your cup of tea, you can go into Sunset Club and enjoy a hot summer's night. And on those hot summer's nights, this area would be fenced off, keeping people out who haven't paid the entry fee. Others would be cooling down, smoking, having a drink, maybe dancing even, because it's dancing inside and out, and even on the balconies. During the daytime, it's not fenced off. Basically, you can grab your drinks and eats, and it's a big summer ice cream and fizzy pop type of atmosphere where people can sit and enjoy before going out into the water or having fun playing beach volleyball, for example. All closed now, but you can see that 2022 Summer of Love, it says here, began 10th of June and ended 27th of August. There are various things going on, some of which may or may not appeal to everybody. Kate Ryan, I've actually heard of her. Definitely summer only venue. I think if you got here early June, you'd probably miss too many crowded parts of the beach. And I think the beach is so big anyway, you could still find your own safe, quieter spot, you know. And absolutely perfect, as you can see, it's so shallow. Perfect if you've got children or you're not a strong swimmer yourself. Possibility to grab snacks, and along here in summer, stalls selling flip-flops, sun hats, flippers, beach towels, souvenirs, snorkels and masks, everything you can imagine. Behind is a conventional all year round children's park, it seems. Not ready to put up their 2023 important party dates just yet, I see. Yeah, it's windy. I'm sure that the external microphone is picking that up. Oh, I'm getting a bit of spray blown on me, so I'm not worried about myself. I know this camera can be vulnerable. It's not the greatest of cameras, even though it does come with a waterproof casing, but then if you use the waterproof casing, you can't plug the microphone in, which might be an advantage. Some of you listening to me might think. Yeah, just shoot the video. Forget about the talking, okay? Just shoot the video. Here's a new game I haven't seen before. Beach billiards. I guess you make up your own rules unless you have seen it in a YouTube video, how to play this game. With a small football by the look of it. But do you use sticks, or presumably not if it's called foot billiard? Have to see that in action one day. Over here towards the end of the beach, although it's not really the end of the beach because the beach just goes on forever, it seems, we have very popular water park, which I can't pronounce very well, but V Keskus. I guess that translates vaguely as water park, does it? V Keskus. Keskus, I think, is centre. Anyway, there's that outdoor activity. You can see the outdoor flumes at the back in orange, perhaps, if you've got good eyesight. Behind is Tervis Paradis, which is sort of top-notch, expensive, rich Finns type place. If you're looking for accommodation, you got money and you want to stay there, I'm envious. Or am I? Because I've been quite pleased with the accommodation I've paid for in my humble way here in Parnu over the years. You could live it up for a weekend, bit of luxury, couldn't you? I'm prepared to be open-minded enough to give it a try. Just have to, find the money somewhere. Anyway, enough of that daydreaming. Public toilets on the beach, hooray, at last. Box ticked. Another bar closed for the season, and a restaurant closed for the season, and surf cafe and surf centre just around the corner. If you want to go surfing, here's your opportunity. Sounds like the battery's running low again. At Aloha Cafe. Sometimes there's a concert here. Sometimes it's just all about the surf. And also paddleboarding, kayaking, kite surfing, and fat biking. That's a new one on me as well. Fat biking. Does that just mean the wheels are fat? Chunky looking wheels? Here, I've got to look round the side, haven't I? It is a place you won't forget in a hurry. Surf Centre. Apart from the plane, it's all possible right here in Parnu. Super. What's also possible is this walkway, which is designed for people who want to take a little nature stroll. I have to admit, you're not likely to see too much on my past experience of strolling along here in years gone by. But if you know what you're looking for, it might help. There's a proper observatory platform further along. Now, where was I? That's right. This nature path on a wooden platform, which has been built out circumnavigating a reed area. You can also see beyond, of course, particularly from that raised platform out there at the far end. For bird watchers, it might be a delight. There's also some possibly rare breed of cow, or it doesn't sound very exciting when I say that, does it? But there's some kind of bovine colony out there. I'm not sure if it's all seasons, but for a little nature walk, break from the sand under your feet, you can have wooden boards and maybe spot a rare bird without even realizing it. Sadly, after just a brief visit, we have to leave the beach behind us, as well as the water park and Tervis Paradis. If we were to follow this road round, what we would be led to is something rather interesting. I haven't really got time to go all the way there myself right now because I haven't allocated enough time for this day trip. It's more of a half-day trip, it seems. But that's my own stupid fault. Therefore, I'll have to just describe it. If you follow this road along, it's called Tamasara, A.H. Tamsara. If you follow it along as it curves around up northward eventually, it will take you up to a street called Kooli, K-O-O-L-I. On Kooli, you will find another place of interest, which you might just find appealing. It's called Parnu Nature House. It's an educational, nature-driven enterprise where you can go in and learn about all things natural. So if you're a nature lover and you like the idea of being indoors, keeping yourself or your children occupied, doing something you've not done before because you've not been into a nature house before, if you're starting to feel a bit more ecologically minded and nature minded and becoming a more rounded individual, then the Parnu Nature House might be a spot for you. Just a thought. While you're up there, you're also in the vicinity of the Parnu Adventure Park, which, as you can imagine, is treetop walkways. Not sure if they got zip lining, but probably. Who hasn't got things like that? Climbing, walking on ropes between trees, treetop excitement. That's another little slightly out of centre possibility for you if you're scratching your head wondering what to do, because it's not quite warm enough to go in the water when you're visiting Parnu, or a lot of the other places are too busy. Everybody's gone to the weekend festival except you, because you couldn't get tickets or couldn't afford them. This is the location which is taken over by the weekend festival. You'll find the whole of this side of the beach and even around here is given over to the weekend festival. It is a bit of a bugger. A big bugger, I should say. Not just a bugger, it's a big bugger. Just prying into people's domestic lives unintentionally, when really I'm only enjoying the architecture. And what do I find? Somebody's absolutely gone mad and put in an ugly bank vault door. What were they thinking? Maybe they were robbed or misplaced their spectacles and thought somebody had got into the house. Decided, security, we need to make the place more secure. I don't know. Blooming ugly. But of course I don't have to live there, and I am not the one who's misplaced my spectacles and now suspect an intruder has accessed my private boudoir. Gorgeous. I'll just soak up all this beautiful architecture. Thank you very much. Oh, it's heritage listed. I'm not surprised. Must be so many wooden villas and other buildings in Parnu which are heritage listed, because there's such a wealth of gorgeous architecture and even things I don't like myself. This functionalist and what was the word for it? There's another word to describe it. I've forgotten now. Cubist type architecture. That's that sort of ugly stuff which just looks like concrete stone boxes, shoe boxes, giant sized for people to live in. But it's well received by many a folk. So it's like rap music. It's not for me, but who am I to judge? And that's curious. They've kind of made the wooden scaffolding a part of a new feature of the wooden villa, which presumably is being renovated or is about to be renovated. Wow, how interesting. More elegant, gorgeous pieces of art. I can't just say examples of architecture. I have to say pieces of art. Hold on to your hats, folks. Holy guacamole. You know, when you think about it, that's relatively simple looking, isn't it? It's not over elaborate. Yeah, the little side turret is an extravagance, but yeah, it's just so gorgeous. Ah, swooning, swooning at the sight of so much